Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you you lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
What is that?
You're don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid. Shut your stupid mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby
What did
daddies?
I just say?
Your wife with the 3
Sorry,
baby
I'm sorry.
daddies?
Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
So there's already been a lot of really smart commentary from a lot of really smart women on this video, but I just want to reiterate, this is why we said we would choose the bear every time. Charlie states an objective fact. There is no judgment. She states a fact. And he goes into flight or flight. He is so triggered, and I don't mean that as like an insult or whatever. I mean, he is psychologically triggered. That man has been triggered. And he is so emotionally dysregulated, so disconnected from his own emotions, that he goes into fight or flight immediately, and he chooses fight. And it's really scary. But as a woman, it's not surprising. I think just like the majority of women can say that they've had experiences with SA or SH, a majority of women can say that they've had this experience as well, being in a heated debate, conversation, maybe even an argument where voices haven't been raised yet, and suddenly the man will just flip. He'll just flip a switch. And he'll lose it. I by no means am saying that women can't be emotionally dysregulated. That would be really silly for me to say, because I am a recovering emotionally dysregulated woman. And speaking from experience, I know how these explosions build up and how they happen. I know that cutting yourself off from having healthy emotional responses and allowing that can lead to this kind of outburst. But I will say, when we're speaking in broad generalizations, it is much more common to see this in men, because that's what the patriarchy teaches them. It doesn't teach women, typically, to disconnect from their emotions. It teaches us that we are emotional creatures inherently, that we are so emotional that we cannot control our emotions, you know, stuff like that. It teaches that women are the emotional ones, men are the stoic ones, when that's just not true. All humans are emotional creatures, and they all need to learn how to regulate their emotions. And specifically see this in men who are not trying to get help recovering from this kind of learned behavior. And oftentimes you can't predict when that'll happen. You can make some guesses. I think Charlie knew what she was doing here. I think she was trying to illustrate a point. She was in a studio with other people, but imagine this was a conversation they were having in her house on the couch. And he started coming at her aggressively with words like that, without a table between them. And once again, I am not saying that if the roles were reversed, that Andrew couldn't feel that he was being physically threatened by Charlie in the same situation. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that what the stats show is that men are much more likely to enact their frustration and their emotional dysregulation upon women in the form of physical aggression, and oftentimes that is preceded by verbal aggression. So, we choose the bear.